I chose my dance name through, I saw a list on the internet somebody had come up with of dancer names. Kind of put it away, had a few choices, couldn't decide. One morning I woke up and it was just there. It was just, it came to my lips and out of the sky. I mean, I just said it, and that this is my name, and I went back to that list and said, and looked it up, and I said, it means jewel. And I thought, wow, my name's Julie. Great. So in 1991, after a few years after I had seen a show at the Middle East, and I was mesmerized. Like all the dance styles that I've started, it's always after seeing some performance. And this, I don't even know who they were, but a friend of mine said, hey, I know this teacher. And it turned out it was Anita Christina Calcaterra from The Goddess Dancing. So she was my first teacher, and I loved it. I just fell in love with the dance. She taught me like really how to use the whole body and really creating a lot of beautiful shapes and ways of moving that I hadn't done before. And also, not only the dance, but also like connecting the dance to feelings, to concepts and themes, like the elements, the earth, air, wind, fire, telling a story through the dance. I really wanted to go to the Lebanese clubs in Boston, which is our Arabic. Most of the Middle Eastern musicians in Boston are playing Arabic, Egyptian style, as close as that as possible, are Lebanese. It's a little different, but so I studied with Sardis, Phaedra, Katya, and I took workshops with anybody that came to town. I began to search out some videos of Lebanese and Egyptian dancers, and then I found master teacher Yusri Sharif. What was popular during the time I was studying and when I began performing was, for Arabic music, it was people like George Wassouf, singer, the classic Kulthum, Farouz, which are classic singers, so music of them, Hassan Ramzi doing remakes. So a lot of the classic stuff and some of the stuff that came out in the 80s and 90s. But in the Turkish world, it's different. The people that like Turkish American style listen to George Abdu, Joy of Belly Dance, and Omar Farouk was huge. I'm right with myself and my body, and there's no separation. And it's almost like it was a dream. It was, you know, I hosted some people, Jihan Kamal, Amir Talib from Argentina. So I've brought in artists to the community. I began doing Serpentine Nights, which were monthly and semi-monthly events to focus on local people, local talent, with mini workshops and shows. Get beginners in there, give them a chance. And besides the Serpentine Nights, I'm the director and producer of what I call Snake Dance Theater Company. And I've done 3 large-scale shows that I've taken the dance to the theater, and with props and lighting and themes in some cases full-length stories. And I think I did it out of inspiration and visions in my head that I had to get out, but I think it also, the outcome of it is that it elevates it to the stage. I encourage people to dance at Hoflies and especially Hoflies and dance events, and I tried to provide that space for people in my Serpentine Nights and in my getting my students to perform in these Hoflies, and later on I started recitals. I'm not as big a promoter of the open mic, but I encourage people to perform in spaces that are safe, and you know, and tell them that they need to do that in order to feel comfortable. It brought me into a few circles. I've gotten involved with the Mavi Dance Company, which is, we do Turkish and Georgian and other folk styles. So But I did African, Latin, Caribbean, and then little bits of some other jazz, ballet. Now I'm into yoga. Before I was dancing I was doing other dance forms. So I was already starting to feel good in my body, but belly dance really allowed me to play and to feel like that 10-year-old girl putting on dress-up clothes, and it's made me feel, generally speaking, more beautiful, more attractive. On the one hand, on the other hand, especially when I was doing a lot of restaurant work, it made me very self-conscious of my body parts and not in this competitive aspect of belly dance. There is a competitive aspect, and you're really judged on your body parts just as if you were a Las Vegas dancer. I still think that many, many people view belly dance as entertainment for men, sexy dance, and too closely equated with stripping. And I hope that it's changing. And I think that it is. I think a lot more women today are watching the shows. When I first started, and I would tell women at school, I was at UMass Boston, and I would tell women, and they were just really horrified, I think, some of them. They didn't say it, I could see it in their face, in their faces. But today, there's a lot more women. There's empowering belly dance, and we're at least in the female community, and I think it's spreading to their boyfriends and their friends, and men are starting to see that yes, it's more than just a sexy dancer.